Hello? Hello, how are you? Is it time, guys? Is it time to draw a little bit? Do a little bit of drawing? It always is like a little off, isn't it? That's good enough. Good enough? Hello, Drago? Hello? We're gonna do some flat coloring today, my friends. The colors are flat, but we are round. I don't know. Let's hack and go. Sorry, I'm already so entertaining, I can tell. Oh my goodness. Right before stream, I decided to wrestle my husky. Not a great idea. My hand is now bleeding, but we're gonna draw despite this. If anything, it'll stop, I don't know what it'll stop. I changed my mind. I don't know. Wait, I'm using my, my 9-point brushes. Oopsies. Let's start from the top. Let's start from the beginning here. Bleeding, taking blood, sweat, and tears literally when making art. Very true. I have a bandage on, so I'm not bleeding all over my art. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. What are you up to, my lovely viewers? I don't know. I try not to look. Oh. I should try not hitting the microphone. I haven't done a lot of should I make them go over top? Yeah, the foreground characters can go over top. Yeah, today I spent like basically all day cleaning my computer. There was a lot of files on there that didn't really need to be there. Doing Blender 3D modeling a room. You happen to stream during my morning work hours? Well, there we go. I've got a certain hour that I stream, don't I? For me, it's like 11 p.m. I was being all like, I shouldn't stream every day because I'll get burnt out. But, and this is not me saying I'm going to stream every day. I hadn't considered the possibility where I simply don't, what is it? What am I thinking? Yeah, if I don't stream for 5 hours every day. Because by hour two, most people have gone, which is fine. But if I did that, then I would still have time to myself at night, which would reduce the whole burnout thing. So I'll try that. I don't think I'll do every day either. That's probably a bad idea. I just gotta pick some days. But I don't know what days. I don't really know what days are the best days to stream on. It's probably like I know Friday is a terrible day to stream. How much time do you give a page to finish? I don't know. I never time it. I don't do the sketching part. My problem is that I tend to what is it? For my for this comic in particular, I tend to just work in batches. Like right now, I'm just I'm just coloring in the white of her dress on every single page. And the Avo pages aren't that intense. Cause like I don't have a day job at the moment, or ever, honestly. I'm not the day job person of the equation in this house. Oh, my opacity got turned down very slightly. Annoying. So it usually takes me like a night to flat like 20 or so pages of this. So like I guess that's from like 12 to like 10. It'd be 10 p.m. to like 3 a.m. is usually how long it takes me to do like an episode of this, which is like 20 or so panels. And that's just flatting, but flat, to be honest, like shading is just another part of flatting when it comes to like cell shading stuff. It's just like a one more slightly more complicated flat layer. Yeah. Yeah, I tend to be very systematic with my coloring process. I always get confused about like how much is in like a 9 to 5 day. Because however much is in a 9 to 5 day, I guess I work more than 9 to 5 though. No, I don't. I don't know. I wake up late but I also go to bed late, so I guess it all adds up. For like 9 point, which is so like I'll just go there for a sec. 9 point. So I think 5 of these pages takes me 3 days. I think it's like a little more than a page a day for me with coloring those, but like I have like an entire day to work on that. Oh, I'm in. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, this one. I really need to sit down. I need to sit down and like time doing like a single page so that I can get back to everyone, because everyone always asks this question. And it'd be cool to have it. It'd be very useful to actually know. We'll just pick like a few pages and we'll like time them. It'd be cool to flat all of this tonight. She's not here, she's not here, she's here. I'd be very happy if I did that. I don't know if it's possible, but I'd be happy. Oh, Juliet. It doesn't seem completely impossible. There's only like a few characters on screen. Like there's crowds, but like Avo is kind of lazy, so I don't have to individually color them or anything. And then there's like a color shift that happens. So I think I'll do up until the color shift. Because I think after the color shift happens, I might be more advantageous to just do like different flats. Well, maybe after the color shift, I can like do a page and I can time it. Because I do like to figure out one page before I flat everything. I have like one page that's usually like a hot mess of just random layers as I figure out what I want to do. And then once I figure it out, I don't... Like, I have this as like my basis, so I can use it for my flat palette. Oh, it's so hot. I'm gonna put my AC on and see if it's super loud. I don't even think you can hear that. If you can, I'm sorry. It's like 29 degrees all week. And I don't even know like what temperature it is right now, but it is not cooling down at night. What is Juliet? She has like so many bows, this girl. Okay, I think I need a smaller brush for her bows. I love Julia. Oh. Oh, that sucks. My AC stopped working. Oh. I have to give it a break. I'll just put it on fan only. The heats here are unbearable here in the Pacific Ocean, at the Pacific Ocean. Oh yeah, I'd imagine so. It's so humid, which is, I'm complaining but not complaining, because I don't like a dry heat, I've determined. But I don't like I don't like humidity either. I'd rather things be humid than dry, and I'd rather things stay consistent above all else. However, my god, it is so humid. I have like I did mopping today and I was dripping sweat. And the floor still hasn't dried. Like, I did it at like, oh, what time did I do it? Like 2 p.m. and now it's like 11 p.m. and there's sections that still haven't dried, which is insane to me. Cause like, I don't like leave like a huge amount of like water on the floor or anything. Like I leave a bit of water. I left a bit of water on the floor today because I wanted the bleach to sit there for a bit. But yeah, it is yet to dry. Some of your shoulder didn't get colored in, Missy. And I went on a walk today and I came home and I was just so sick and dizzy. It was awful. Such terrible weather. I hate it. I'm so glad I got top surgery, because, like, ugh. I hated the heat before it was this bad all the time. Ugh, my hand is in so much pain. Oh my god. It's like not... terrible. It's like... just like... it's just burning, I guess, is the feeling. Because she just, like, sliced me really good. Because she has the sharpest claws ever, because she won't let anyone touch her feet. I think that's a ribbon, too. I don't know. So I had the audacity to touch her paws. Wait, is there a... what did I do? Did I miss a bit of her neck thingy? No, I didn't. It's crazy. Okay. I had a great time with her until she sliced my hand. I've never really heard her do like play growling and stuff. So I was just so delighted by how delighted she was. And she was spinning around really fast, doing like a little frap. And I loved it. So I got involved, and then she sliced my hand, and now I'm here. Oh, this is actually gonna be really easy to flat now that I think about it, because I think she's like alone for the rest of this section. Like, I don't even think I have to color in Dawn. I guess there's Lul that'll need colored in, but I'm just so excited for him to appear. Tomorrow on Webtoon, there's gonna be a 9-point update, which I always enjoy. Who here remembers Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I do. Do you remember the shoe? Because I do. How could you forget? Honestly, I didn't really see Who Framed Roger Rabbit until I was like a teenager. So like I didn't get traumatized by it. Thankfully. And it was not because... when did that come out, actually? That gave me nightmares, yeah. What gave me nightmares as a child was Pingu. The episode of Pingu where the walrus, or sea lion, I guess it's a sea lion, right? Because it's Antarctica. But yeah, there's like a sea lion, and it's all a dream, but he is so scary, and he eats Pingu's bed, and by that point, Pingu's bed is like just a cute little friend. Like, because it's a dream, so the bed is basically like a dog, and he just eats him. And I was absolutely terrified. And I still am. And whenever I've looked it up to watch it again, I'm like, yeah, that's scary. You know what's kind of funny? Okay, this isn't funny. Coincidental is I had the most messed up dream last night, which is so similar to the shoe thing. Because I had a dream that I was a kid and I was playing with a bunch of other kids, and then like I forget what happened. We were doing like some sort of like making inventions, like fun little inventions or whatever. With stuff we weren't supposed to, and I guess we used acid, and then the acid like exploded from overheating, and then every other kid melted. But what was kind of weird and kind of funny was all that was left of them was like googly eyes. And I didn't know, and I think my biggest fear at the time was having to explain it to my parents whenever they got home. It's like, oh god, I was doing stuff I wasn't supposed to, and everyone died of acid. Like, it was very horrifying. Like, they were just like a bunch of like very visceral goo, and then googly eyes. So, like, I don't know, man. I don't know what sparked that dream. I was as a kid, I was terrified of raccoons and I was terrified of acid, so it's because I watched a video about like an acid attack and that just like stuck in my head. For some reason, like I was always watching television I wasn't supposed to. So that was something I wasn't supposed to see. And it messed me up. What also messed me up was this TV show about like insects, horrifying insects, and they were horrifying, and it gave me like a crazy phobia because I was already afraid of like wasps and things because I've been stung a few times. But yeah, really stoked my fears. The Lich from Adventure Time. I never watched Adventure Time, so I wouldn't know. I'd look it up, but I'm kind of busy. But yeah, tomorrow there's like a comic update, which is exciting because I always like reading the comments in the morning. It helps me get out of bed in the morning. When there's no comments, I'm just like, oh, sad. But when it goes on Webtoon, there's usually at least one comment. The most comments I had was when I was on an airplane, which was very nice to have when I got back off of the airplane. Every time I go onto the Duck, which is like a webcomic host, I never have comments unless I'm being like featured on something, because they have like a podcast or something, and I'm always getting, not always, but like all of my comics on the Duck have been featured. So, yeah. Which is cool and all. I just like more consistent engagement, I guess. A lot of the people like on Comic Fury and like Webtoons, like they comment, the types of people that comment on your comic usually comment on like a bunch of comics. They tend to be like heavy commenters, which is fine, and they sustain so many comic people. But I'm always excited when I get someone who rarely comments elsewhere and comments on mine. It makes me feel very special. But, you know, obviously it's better if people read many more comics. I think some of like the heavy readers on like Webtoon and stuff can kind of be annoying because they read so many things and they kind of forget what's going on in your story and then ask really already answered questions. And it'd be helpful if like Webtoon or whatever like was more old school, because in like old school comics on your website, like you can put like a bunch of like extra content so people can like look up answers to questions that have already been answered a lot easier. Like a cast page is very useful. That said, I haven't implemented my cast pages. Right, but so like on the duck, the Magpie got nominated for like the little duck awards or whatever. And I feel bad because like my plan is to take everything down sometime soon, but now I don't know if I should from the duck or whatever. I'm a little conflicted because like my plan with the Magpie is to take everything down and start re-releasing the colored version of it. But I don't know, because like the black and white version is available, you just have to like pay for it, you know. I don't know. I'm not sure what my plan is in the end. Who or what is the duck? The duck is a webcomic hosting site. It's very old school, very kitsch. It used to be the Drunk Duck. Now it's just the Duck. It's okay. It's very small, and I don't... There's like some parts of like the aesthetic that just isn't for me. I do kind of appreciate it. It reminds me of just like back in the day, like 1999 webcomic culture. But the nice in-between one is Comic Fury, because Comic Fury has that same thing going for it, but it also supports infinite scroll, which is what people enjoy. It also gives you like a good breakdown of like what your readers use. Like, are they reading via infinite scroll, or do they prefer to go page by page? And so far I've found across the board that the people on Comic Fury tend to enjoy the page by page thing, which is cool. Because there's been so much like moving away from that format of comic and into like the vertical format. And like there's a lot of cool things you can do with vertical format. But I tend not to do that. Let's play Where is the Line Broken? Okay. Okay, I tend not to heck about with the vertical format because like with vertical comics like this, it's like it's really hard to sell them because you can't really, they don't make really good books as much because when you make everything with the vertical format in mind, it doesn't work as well. And it's really specifically for like the story-oriented comics. Like I think Gag-A-Day works well because like the old Gag-A-Day format is just like a series of panels spaced out horizontally, and you just space them out vertically instead, and you can very easily print the book in all sorts of different formats, and it's all good. Yeah. But I'm doing vertical with this, but I started doing vertical like this, but then I started posting it onto Comic Fury, and I just find like, I don't know, it's just not suited for it. So I've just been posting one page at a time now onto Comic Fury with this. And I think it still looks nice, and like the reader experience is still cool, and you can still read it vertical if you want. What is your day job? I don't have one. I just do this, honestly. I used to do, forever ago, I do embroidery, but I hate it. And I just like to get comic work and stuff done. And live on the hope that one day it's viable. Day job equals survive / do chores, then do art later. Well, I guess that I just end up being like house spouse. Right? I usually end up doing most of the chores because we have 7 pets, right? And that can be a lot to handle. Because I went to school. I went back to school for a bit when I was first YouTubing. And it was just so much. I really struggle with structure. Right now, no one in this house has a job. Because my wife got laid off a few months ago. And yeah, it's just kind of waiting around for that to happen. And like the thing is, right, I make minimum wage with the whole YouTube comic thingy, basically. So I don't know, like I definitely have that like guilt feeling, especially like when Ursula's like looking for a job, where it's like, oh, I should go try and find a job. But the thing is, like, that really wouldn't work because I'd only really be able to find anything kind of entry level. Whereas in order to like pay our mortgage and stuff, we need like a senior designer salary. Because she's a graphic designer. And she's very skilled. And McDonald's money ain't gonna cut that. So yeah, I've been working on trying to make the Patreon work. Like, I got really out of it for a while. So my dream is to just get enough patrons to like have a savings. Wouldn't that be cool? And then maybe enough patrons to quit my job. I don't know. My job. For Ursula to quit her job. Because it's such a weird feeling where it's like, it's awful and stressful to not have a job, but like every time we've been between jobs, either of us, we've just sat and stressed and panicked the entire time, which makes sense. But you're never freer than you are between jobs, because like there's only so much you can do in a day when it comes to applying for jobs. It's not a full-time job to look for a job, basically. So enjoy it. Enjoy unemployment the best you can between the panic. It's like basically every day there's a few more there's like several job listings to apply to. So eventually it'll happen. It's just a matter of like waiting and massaging social connections. I'm about to gam. What? True. Got so much pressure from my folks for not looking for jobs 24/7, 10 p.m. Why am I gaming and not looking for a job? My folks ask me. That, like, as long as you actually set aside like 2 hours a day to look up new jobs, apply, and like do a little work on your portfolio or resume or whatever, like there's only so much after it. There's only so much that can be done. There's only so much hustle one can do. And if you want like a career in art and stuff, a lot of it is gonna just be like doing, weirdly enough, like doing a lot of things that are fun will actually end up being like where you get like job connections, right? Because like doing conventions, we made a bunch of connections and whatnot. But I'm feeling pretty hopeful about like maybe one day actually becoming viable as a comic. I don't know. I've got a lot of hope for 9 point. Because you don't need that many people to make a living, right? I just need like 500 people who are willing to give me $5 a month. And then that's like ridiculous. Sorry. I'm about to graduate and I'm stressing that I'll be stuck at a dead-end job at McDonald's. Yeah, just enjoy the freedom, I guess. Like, it's hard, and keep applying for other places and doing connecting activities, hackathons and whatnot. I don't know what you're particularly going for. I'm bad at building skills when I didn't have a job, so much free time and to learn and was gone. Yeah, there's just so much you can get done when you're untethered by the grind. And when you're young, like when you're just like graduating and stuff, like there's a lot of pressure, and just don't fall for it. Like, it takes a while. It can take a few years to get your break into most art related industries. But that's fine. That's like normal. Like, you're not weird for that. That is her. Okay, I guess we do Lul now. My boy. My boy. Okay. Where is he? My guy. I love him so much. I'm so happy. Oh my god, I'm ridiculously happy. What am I coloring on? It's fine. It's just above. Okay, nothing too bad. Yeah, but like, I can think of like 2 times when Ursula didn't have a job, where she was like really stressed, and kind of the stress just paralyzed her from being able to do anything. So just try not to do that. Try not to do that, and try to work on like having the self-motivation to like work on your own projects and goals and stuff. Skills. One time it was just hard to even get like a coffee shop job, right? My first job was like embroidery, right? And I was amazing and so underpaid. Like, I did like so much more than my job description, and it took 2 people to replace me. Ugh. But I don't know, like I said, like I just can't handle structure, and I'm fortunate enough to have Ursula, who enjoys more of a structured life. so she can work on that, and I can be the at-home boy. Like, the fact that I go from doing, like, weekly, daily live streams to, like, novel writing every day. Like, I flit between... Something's beeping. I flit between things. I graduated college in 2022 and I still don't have a job. It's hard to find things, especially when I don't have a work experience because I got burnt out trying to get my degree. Yeah, exactly. It's hard. It took forever. It took a long ass time, and like at the end of the day, it wasn't even like skills that helped us get a job, it was connections, right? Because like it's so much easier to find a job once you've already found a job. My recommendation is work on finding a job while you have a job too. Don't get complacent, man. And jump ship when things look off. When things make you upset. But yeah, no, I'm just super fortunate. Very privileged. Totally same. I'm doing 3D modeling, but graduating, wanting to do 3D animation. Now I'm almost done. No, I almost don't want to animate anymore. Took me 1 year to find a job. Yeah. Totally. Yeah, and it's stressful watching like the bank account go down, but like the thing was we were barely surviving as is. Right, yeah, it just... Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't help that half my college experience was during the pandemic, so I couldn't even go to job fairs and stuff. That really sucks. I mean... Yeah, like, it really screwed up so many people's, like, prospects for... just so many people's, like, college careers, like, having the pandemic through it sucks. The good part about... So, the upside about, like, the aftermath of, like, pandemic stuff is that a lot of, like, desk jobs became... mobile or whatever, work from home, which is amazing. Which is so good. Because, the first job Ursula had was, like, partially work from home. But, they preferred you go into the office. But then they stopped. And not having to pay for an office, people can pay employees and stuff more instead of their landlords, right? Nice work I see there. Thank you. I am just flatting it. I did not draw this. My wife did. She's very talented. Someone should hire her. Yeah, it's so much easier to find a job when you have a job and when you have money because there's so many like things that can help you. Right now, I'm kind of living off of wait, I gotta preface this the right way. Um, I did a Kickstarter, right? So like I have a bunch of money to like pay down my credit card, and then I have to use my credit to buy the actual books and stuff. But because it takes so long and because it takes several months to what is it? It takes several months for everything to get printed, and then you do the other half of the payment, and then after all the books ship to you from China, like then you have to pay for shipping or whatever. Because of all of that, I do have like money in my bank account to keep things paid down. And I imagine that a job can be got within that time frame. Because I already paid all the artists or whatever, right? Now it's just a matter of paying the printing costs and whatnot. Oh my god, it's crazy. It's awful, the Neil Gaiman stuff. It's so awful. So depressing. I am so thankful it happened like a few days after my Kickstarter, because my Kickstarter only funded because Neil Gaiman ended up boosting it. But then immediately after, all of the stuff came out about him, which is crazy. Wipe the sweat off my brow, like, oh, thank God. I got to be happy about it for like a day or two. If I had money, I'd consider hiring someone to help me with my webcomics. Doing everything by myself is overwhelming. The process has been stagnant because I low-key shut down. What happened with Neil Gaiman? I don't want to go into it because it's just like Me Too type stuff. Not my vibe for my chill art stream, but it sucks. Depressing. To say the least. Oh, Juliet's right there. Well, we'll deal with that page later, I guess. I guess we can still color Lulin. Think Council of Geeks did a video about it. I haven't been able to watch, like, I've just skimmed it too because it's just kind of depressing. Oh, but back on what Tuesday was saying, yeah, I can imagine because like I don't know how Ursula would get anything done without having me as a little teammate here. Currently working on a fan project for No Evil. What's that? Working on a color comic during college, not the best decision. Yeah, color comic, not the best decision ever. Yeah. Color comics are for people who don't like themselves and want to suffer. We wouldn't get anything done if I hadn't decided to become a colorist. Like, it's completely changed the game. It's true. I mean, if you don't hate color comics now, wait until you try and print one. Oh no. Kairos, no. Sorry, Karios. Don't remind me. Oh, sorry. It's just the truth. The painful, painful truth. I love him so much. I love him. I love him. I love him. I love him. I'm so happy. I'm so happy he's arrived, my boy. He's so good. Oh, he's my favorite one. There's like little chibi ones, and I adore him. I love this one. He's so cute. I did a print test copy before, and all the colors were wonk. Ugh. On top of everything, right? It's a web series by Betsy Lee. It's basically based around First Peoples mythology, mostly Aztec. And it's a group of animal spirits who are... Oh, okay. I kind of know. I'm kind of aware. Okay, I gotta do his. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna literally cry because I love him so much. I've never felt this way so much about an OC. I'm doing this comic specifically so I get to see him more. The cost is not great. Yeah, the cost is terrible. Ugh. It's because of the pandemic. Everything got even worse. Like, it was bad before, and it's gotten so much worse. Oh no, I missed a little bit of him down here. He's so smug. He's just a guy. He's just the little guy. Oh wait, is it just pure white? I think it's just pure white. Yeah. Smugging the third makes his debut. Oh, Smuggington the third makes his debut. Yeah, his debut. I love him. I have no other words. I'll feel this way about drawing Italo too, honestly. But I don't get him as much, so. I love a villainous cutie. Oh, I'm forgetting his little arm. Because he's got his little cuffs popping out. And they would be the whites. Nikki's really cute in this, honestly. I love how Ursula draws her. She's very expressive. Yeah, I'm totally missing some of his little cuffs. Oh, it's so much easier when you don't have to worry about it being lineless. Like, there's so much more, like, room. You don't have to make everything so perfect. I dropped my iPad, but everything's okay. I saw someone do, like, for VTube, they have like like I love the cursor trackers. I want one of those where it has like a little fake hand, little anime hand. Give me a hoof. Let me become VTuber. I find that way more cute than even just like the actual VTube thingy. It's like the little hand tracks. It's so cute. But difficult. Animating? Difficult. Rigging? Difficult. Not on my list of capabilities. A man can only be so talented, you know? Don't want to be one of those triple threat jerks who can do all the things. It's like, oh yeah, I code and I write music and I can draw. Don't want to be like an anime jerks like who is it that made Stardew Valley? I know it's like a team now. And it's not just like it's not been one guy for a long time, but like my god, Concerned Ape, what you do. How dare you? I wish I could compose. I think that would be cool. Because I've been trying to learn how to play piano for a while now. Oh god, I think it's been 3 years. I think I've been practicing piano for 3 years. That's crazy. I've never seen this hand tracking before. It's so cool. I have to look into it. So I think it just it like connects to your cursor. Cause you can have like, yeah. I don't know. I don't know how it works actually. I'm a liar. Don't listen to anything I say. What are you doing, Maltz? What are you doing, Maltz? What's the matter? Maltz. What? BB. I'm being meowed at. Not listen to what you say. Mutes the stream. Hello. Hello, Quildu. Nice to see you again. I think the thing with comics and getting them done is it doesn't have much to do with actual speed of which you draw. I think it's like consistency. If you can just like consistently sit down and do it, or hyperfixate in my case. I think it's like you have to be consistent and you have to put it down. You have to be like, that's good enough, and just move on. And not having other time-consuming hobbies, yes. Well, that's the consistency, and you know. I think you have to know it's gonna take all of your life. Get a less time-consuming hobby, like sewing. Sewing always goes way faster than I expected. Like, just simple sewing or whatever, you know? Like, you can make a dress in a night. Like, if you got the gumption. I was dubbed a triple threat in middle school. Now I feel like a jack of all trades, competent enough to get by, but not confident enough to truly feeling good at whatever I do. Ignore the Japanese manga and do weekly. And there's other publisher companies that let their artists do monthly chapters, but at least it's consistent release. Just be really aggressive in how you cut things down, is what I've learned. Because you can make two pages is easily an entire Webtoons update. People are happy if you put out like 5 panels a week. And then people will be like, I think you have to kind of find the sweet spot, because like monthly is fine, and I think a lot of people can get by on monthly, but if you want to like min-max it, you got to find the minimum amount of pages you can do at the most frequency. Like, the minimum amount of panels that your audience finds as an acceptable update, and do that as often as you can. Right now what I'm doing is I'm trying to work out like a buffer for Patreon. I want to have like enough to offer people of each comic while still being able to update the others, because right now we only have until September before we run out of 9 point. It's probably more now, because I did finish a few pages. So it might be like October at this point, but I want to be ahead of that. I want to have a buffer for my Patreon on top of the buffer for my Webtoon releases, if that makes sense. And then hopefully I can get people to sign up for my Patreon. I'm feeling more confident with releasing 9 Point. I'm just convinced that I can get people to actually spend money on it, unlike Magpie. Because it's furry stuff. That's my it's furry stuff. It's doing well from the get-go. It's definitely slowed down, but I expect that. It's slowed down and then it's just consistent from there. Five panels. Now I know I'm making my job harder for myself. I'm trying to format like episodes like TV show episodes. Yeah. Just be really aggressive. Yeah, cut down things. You can do, I do like longer ones for my first few ones, but once people are hooked, like they can stick around. Now I understand why George R. R. Martin refused to get into video games, because he says he would never be able to finish his book if he ever did. Oh, okay. I was wondering what the 10 years was. Live streaming has always helped me with consistency, or at least Ursula. But I know a lot of people, it does the opposite of help. So you kind of got to find your own thing to help. And like the thing with me, like I was saying, like why I don't have like a job is like I'm very bad at consistency. 10 years is how long it's going to take to finish the comic based on page count, really? Oh, okay. Yeah, well 10 years is pretty short, man. Frickin' Magpie was not supposed to take 10 years, but here we are. I'm pretty sure I came up with that number a long time ago, and it's not accurate anymore. It's actually longer. Yeah. Comics will do that. But honestly, it's nice to have a long comic. Just give up on the idea of having more than one. Don't be crazy. What am I doing? Oh, I see. I have like one left. Okay. I lost the plot somewhere. Don't worry, I was never planning to do more than one. Wow. Could never be me. I only preach what I do not practice. His cute little hair. Blondie over here. I didn't realize how rare blonde is as like a hair color. Because most people have like most blondes like as children don't stay blonde because like melanin, eumelanin I think it is, activates. Is a lot less stable than pheomelanin, the orange pigment, which is the blonde and red one. I don't know. I also don't have any other ideas that would be worth the commitment. I have so many comics planned that I never get around to actually starting. Yeah, you gotta pick one. Just gotta pick one and you gotta go. Most underrated. You know what? I don't know if it's underrated or not, but like having a partner to help is pretty cool. But I realized that I just super lucked out there, right? I just got a cutie on my team. I was like, damn girl, you can do art. Draw my books. Novels are way less time consuming than frickin' comics are, though. George R.R. Martin, sir. Comics are insane. Comic hack, Marion artists, life goals now. Yeah. Marion artist. That's the easiest way to get free comic art. Become an arting and writing power couple. Better yet, also be an artist. My advice to comic writers is learn how to do some art, even if you get an artist, so that you can help them. Because, man, it goes a lot faster with help. There's so many things that non-artists could easily pick up. Like, flat coloring is like a good place to start if you want to color comic. Get a cutie and learn to flat color. That's where it all starts. Then have children and teach them to do flat colors. Power art family. Better yet, become poly, then you don't have to wait for them to grow up. Because children also take time and effort, which will take away from your comics. I imagine, like, being George R.R. Martin, like, that is just, like, so much pressure. I could never finish. Common advice is to start small, but I can't make myself work on smaller projects that I'm not personally invested in. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Start really small then, like, really, really small. And quick. I feel like this could be vice versa, too, with artists learning how to write as an artist on their first comic journey. I guess so. I guess so. What are my opinions on that? My opinions is the more artists is more important than more writers. I think more writers can sometimes slow things down, whereas so much of art is just menial labor. Like, there's this thing that always comes up in this big fight that always comes up is like, who does more work, comic writers or comic artists? And the answer is it's a lot of work writing a comic, but it's not a lot of physical work. It's a lot of thinking and strategizing and like having someone to work with you on it can help a little bit, I guess. I don't know. But like when it comes to actually doing the art, it's just a lot of menial labor. It is just a lot of Like flat color. Like flat coloring is so mindless. There's not a lot about writing a comic that's mindless. And there's not a lot of to fill in, you know? There's so much thinking. Like thumbnailing doesn't take as long as like writing does, because there's so much like to the story. The comic writer should do the flat coloring to help the artists. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If I got an iPad sooner, I would have definitely started helping a lot sooner, because I have a lot of fun with the iPad. It's more intuitive for me than all of the tablets have been. I was able to start a comic by my test page for a larger project. Yeah, that's a good idea. The comic writer... Oh, yeah. I just wanted to work on my big project, so I didn't even... So I did, even though I had no experience. What if the writer doesn't know color theory, though? Flat coloring doesn't require color theory. So as the artist, you just lay some flats like this, and then they just have to color in. Then it's just a coloring book. Well... I'm not saying become a colorist. Just a flat colorist. And even if they don't do the right colors, it's very easy to like adjust flat colors if they're done all nicely and layered good. Ideally, I want an additional writer or two and some art assistants. Writing is the opposite of mindless, but in a maddening way. That's fair. I think I could see the value in it. I think I'm coloring his tie, even though I'm not supposed to. I think I didn't finish coloring his hair on all of the pages. I think I've just been chit-chatting away, and I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Yes, I do. Okay. But for me, I'm just too much of a control freak, I guess. I'm too controlling. I couldn't let people help me do this. I'm so bad. Like I don't take editors well. I should. I know you should, but I can't. I can't be bothered. There's positives and negatives. I feel lucky I got my comic story done long before I even started drawing it. It's like I'm glad to have prior planning, but I also could have been working on pages for years if I started earlier. Yeah, it's hit or miss. But the thing is, a lot of times you write, and sometimes you reach a point where you get rid of like mass amounts of pages. Like if you have the power to abstain from actually drawing your comic, that's actually pretty strong, pretty helpful, because a lot can change. I don't know how to work with a story writer, because I'll maybe want to adjust and something be part of the story writing process. Reading books on writing has made me see the value in additional minds to bounce things off of. My control freakness is more towards my art. Huh. Yeah, I just couldn't. I guess I've gotten less control freaky because I do roleplay, right? But I tend to be the mastermind. I got a little less control freaky with a project I was working on, but it was because there's so much to it that I did need like writing help. But I don't know if I'm ever gonna get it done. even then. I couldn't let anyone touch my boy. He's mine. Oh my god, I did it on the same layer. What a fool he was. Oh, my hand hurts so much. It's on fire, guys. Ah. What have I done? It's all falling apart. Take a break, bruh. Oh, you weren't here at the beginning of it. My hand's on fire because it's bleeding. It's not a muscle strain. Like muscle-wise, I'm doing really well, and I haven't been. I've been giving my hand a pretty good break today before I did the stream. I didn't do any art today because my hand was a little tired from last night. But then right before the stream, I decided to wrestle my dog, and she sliced open my hand, and so it burns. It burns with stinging fire. Your hand exploded. Exploded? Yeah, exactly. Artists need to be ambidextrous. Listen, when I was doing Pretty Mouth, I did practice being ambidextrous once my hand started hurting. I was learning to flat color with both hands. which is easier than you think, actually. It's definitely not the best, and it is slower, but not as bad as I thought it would be. Because like I ruined one of my hands, so I started just giving one a break. I'm not smart enough to be ambidextrous. Here, let's try. Like the thing was like I would like you use like your other hand for stuff. My thing is the ambidextrous doesn't help because I always screw up my my other hand. I don't know how. Oh, you know, part of it is what is it? What's the button? Preferences? You have to change the interface. You have to switch to left-handed mode. There's like some things about it that is like different. I think it's like you hold the canvas differently. That's part of it. You gotta flip your brain. Wait. God damn it. I'm doing it on the same layer again, guys. Don't do that. That slows you down. Okay. Left-handed. Let's go. Also, you can throw the stabilization up. That helps. My poor little baby hand. Gotta warm up. Right? I gotta see it better. Yeah. One layer Larry. How dare you? When you work with someone else, like, you get way better habits. Ursula's, like, way better. Has way better canvas habits when working with me. Because, like, I demand things. Okay, I need to switch back. Actually, never mind. I don't want to figure it out right now. Oh, hi, I didn't see the notification for the stream. I'm chilling in bed before eep time. Very cool. Very, very cool. I don't know what I'm doing. I think I did everything. I guess it's his tie and the leaf and the scar and stuff, but I'll do that later. I don't know why I'll do it later, but I just feel like doing it later. Oh my goodness, look at this lady. My goodness. Big tibby lady. Actually under a thunderstorm watch right now. Hope the power doesn't go out. Good luck. All these X's, all these little red X's are pages that Ursula gave me, but they're not finished. She gave me this. Which, honestly, I understand. This little two people holding each other's hands. No. I'm just not gonna finish that. Did you finish this one? Yeah, mostly. Bad Ursula, right? Ursula's pure ADHD. Like, she's always... She always, like, just misses huge things. And then we'll just get, like, stuck on something forever and just never finish it. We stand a Neuroday. What were you doing? Hi. Hi, where were you? Why are you wiggling your tail at me? What's happening? You cut me. You cut my hands. Are you apologizing? Do you have to go outside? No? You just hanging out? Very cool. We have Serena. Serena's our dog friend now. Do you want to sit under here? You want to go under there? You can sit. You can sit wherever you want. You're my girl. She's a grown-up now. She used to always be in her kennel all the time, but now she's a grown-up. She gets to hang out with me. She sleeps in my room. We love her. Well, I was sad. We went to the vet, and okay, for one, huge vet bill. Crazy. Did not expect it. But also they told me my dog is old, and that's just sad. Oh, I think I talked about that yesterday, actually, now that I think about it. How dare they? Yeah, she can no longer drive. Well, not yet, but she's losing her vision and will get to a point where she can no longer drive a car. Special guest Serena. Oh, she looked. We've been harassed by white girls tonight because we got Serena and we got Malfi. They both showed up to sass me. I haven't seen the Calico Scourge tonight. Not sure where she's at. Diagnosing dog with old. Exactly. How dare. Actually, I think that's an arm. That's an arm. Wait, is that an... Is that... Okay. Is that a boob or an arm? I think that's an arm. Yes. And she's not like wearing a shawl. She's just got like a low cut top. I vote arm. Yeah, I think that's an arm. We're going arm. Locking it in. I agree. Okay. Okay, next question. Which of these lines is where the dress... Oh, wait. I think it makes sense. It would be this, right? Because it connects. Okay. Pretty Mouth prepared me for this. So yeah, I want to finish. What's my to-do list? My to-do list is I want to finish all of the new stuff that Ursula has given me. I want to kind of keep up with that. I think that's kind of my goal, is because she's like giving me new things like as she creates them. So I want to just keep up with them and get them done as I receive them. Oh my god, I did it all in the same layer. How freaking dare I? We'll deal with that later. We'll deal with that when we get to it. But yeah, I want to get all the art stuff that she gives me done as it comes in. And then I want to work on the backlog and staying ahead of Buffer on Sovereign and the Magpie, because I've finished Pretty Mouth. So Sovereign and the Magpie are like the only ones I have to like catch up on. I have to like complete. Sovereign won't... Sovereign I don't have to do the whole thing. Just the first 4 chapters need to be redone. But after that, it's done. And then Magpie's like 500 pages, so... I think actually it's 400, right? 400, 300? It's not at 500 yet? Yeah. My mind is too stuck on 9 point where like I'm worrying about like what's underneath the line art, even though the line art stays in this case. It's silly. Why am I just... I keep forgetting like these 2 pages. I don't know why. Okay, I keep looking at the clock and being like, oh, I could do 15 more minutes, but I promised myself that I would make sure to give myself alone time and like end the stream before. I was gonna end the stream at 12, but I stayed for an extra half an hour. So tomorrow, I just drew the worst hand ever. I might be asked to leave the function. So yeah, tomorrow I think I'll do it tomorrow. I think I'll do tomorrow. If not, my goal is to stream from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. within that range consistently. I haven't figured out what consistently is, but that's kind of the range of time I want to stream till. Because if I go too long, everyone leaves anyways, and it just kind of peters out at some point. And also I burn out if I don't have my nighttime alone time, and 12 o'clock is, it feels late. In my mind, it feels like going to bed at 12 is like, or logging off at 12. I have no time to myself because 12 might as well be 3 a.m. But actually, I have like 3 hours to myself if I stop now, and that's plenty of time. So that's what I'm gonna do. Probably see you tomorrow. I'm not sure. I want to do weekdays. I'm just not sure about weekend kind of nights. Because, like, Friday night tends to be kind of poor for streaming, just in general. People just tend not to be around on Friday nights. And then, like, same with, like, Saturday nights. And then Sunday nights, no one's there, but, like, in a fun way. Oh, my laptop has gone to sleep. It's telling... My iPad's like, okay, you said you're going to log off. So I'm going to do that. That's me doing it right now. All right, see you guys tomorrow, maybe? I don't know. Oh, I always forget you have to hit 2 buttons.